my great and wondrous Creator, lighting this candle, this flame, represents the burning flame of our love and devotion for God and for Guru. Oh, my great and wondrous Creator, lighting this incense. This incense represents the wafting of the aroma of our love for God and for Guru, and to all of God's creation. For the good of all, only to glorify you, God. All the glory to you, so may it be. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Zep, Chit, Anando, Mother, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, electron, proton, neutron. Okay, well, here we are again. Namaste and Lakach Jayom Guru. Good morning to all of my dearly beloved brothers and sisters everywhere all around the world, and my dear brother joining in with me today. Great to have you here with me out here in our temple tent. This is a very special day today that we happen to be able to get together on a really high energy kind of day. We'll look at the galactic signature a little bit later, and we'll find that it's quite an energetic day that we're happening to line up with today. No mistakes, right, in the universe. So very lucky we are to be able to, it lines up, right? It could line up on next year. It's not going to line up on this day, right? This very special energy kind of day. So, well, let's start with our Sunday service gathering as we always do by getting into our comfortable meditative posture. We want to sit with an erect spine, and we want to close out all the distractions of the world. So we want to close our eyes and maybe put our attention here at this point between our eyebrows, that Christ consciousness center, that all-knowing, all-seeing eye center, the third eye chakra center. Maybe bring our hands into prayer pose, namaste, namaskara mudra. It's an actual mudra. Right here in front of our heart chakra. In this way, we're activating and conjoining these two centers, that center of love and compassion in the heart chakra, conjoining with that center of all-knowingness, the all-seeing third eye chakra. In this divinely connected way, we're going to sing along with our Guru, sing and chant and pray and talk with our God and our Guru in the language of our hearts. Oh, sorry. My bad. I don't know how that happened. It's not supposed to happen like that. Let's try that. There it is.
Sing with me and feel you are singing to his listening presence right within you and around you, everywhere.
Oh God, beautiful. Oh God, beautiful. At thy feet, oh, I do bow. Oh God, beautiful. In the forest thou art green. In the mountain thou art high. In the river thou art restless. In thy ocean thou art great. O God beautiful, O God beautiful. At thy feet, O I do bow. O God beautiful. To the serviceful thou art service. To the lover thou art love. To the sorrowful thou art sympathy. To thy yogi thou art bliss. O God beautiful, O God beautiful. At thy feet, O I do bow. O God beautiful. In the forest thou art green. In the mountain thou art high. In the river thou art restless. In thy ocean thou art great. O God beautiful, O God beautiful. At thy feet, O I do bow. O God beautiful. To the serviceful thou art service. To the lover thou art love. To the sorrowful thou art sympathy. To thy yogi thou art bliss. O God beautiful, O God beautiful. At thy feet, O I do bow. O God beautiful. In the forest thou art green. In the mountain thou art high. In the river thou art restless. In thy ocean thou art great. O God beautiful, O God beautiful. At thy feet, O I do bow. O God beautiful. To the serviceful thou art service. To the lover thou art love. To the sorrowful thou art sympathy. To thy yogi thou art bliss. O God beautiful, O God beautiful. At thy feet, O I do bow. Oh God, beautiful. Oh God, beautiful. Oh God, beautiful. Oh, my great and wondrous Creator, you are omnipresent. You are in all your children. Manifest your presence in our bodies for the good of all in order to glorify you, so might it be. Oh, my great wondrous Creator, you are omnipresent. You are in all your children. Manifest your presence in our bodies and in our minds for the good of all in order to glorify you, so might it be. Oh, my great wondrous Creator, you are omnipresent. You are in all your children. Manifest your healing presence in our bodies, in our minds, and in our souls, for the good of all, only to glorify you, God. All the glory to you, so might it be. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Thank you for always listening to, hearing, and answering all of our prayers. Even when the answer is no, we still thank you. Thank you for not giving us what wouldn't be good for us. And thank you for answering our greatest prayer, to send Guru to guide us home to you. Thank you, God, for sending Guru. Thank you, Guru, for guiding us. Now, today, all tomorrows, and every instant, in sleep and in wakefulness, in life and in death, in this world and in the beyond, we will to remain yours always. So thank you for remaining with us as the constantly, consciously responding joy of our hearts. And may your love continue to shine forever on the sanctuary of our devotion, that we may be able to awaken your love in all hearts and minds. For the good of all, only to glorify you, God, all the glory to you, so might it be. Favorite thing to do. Thank you for joining in with me in person today. It's always better when there's people around. I know there's people who are, well, we're not doing live, but later they'll be joining in, so to speak. So, here we are again. Thank God, out here in nature. Hear the birds chirping, smell the fresh air, right near the water. I love the water, love to be near the water. It's a special thing. It's always a special thing. So, let's get to, we've taken care of first things first, right? Getting more established in source. And now the next thing we want to do is take a look at this energy traffic for today. What's going on energetically speaking? As I mentioned earlier, we got some energy happening today. People might be feeling it a little bit, right? First of all, we're going through the sacred mystic column, right? Which is the center of the Zolkin. And not only are we in that sacred mystic column, the center of the Zolkin, we're actually in the center of the sacred mystic column. That little section right there in the center is known as the 33rd harmonic. Right? You got red, white, blue, yellow. Then it goes back to red, white, blue, yellow again. And each red, white, blue, yellow, that's one harmonic. So 33 times this has happened. We're right in the center. And actually, we're closing it out today. So it's a very special day that Pokavotan even signified as a very special day. We should really be paying attention to what's going on energetically right now. And that is if we want to have a smooth, harmonious, happy life. If we like lots of drama and challenges and, don't pay attention to this. Okay, this will smooth your life out. Okay, if you like the drama, I know people too. If I took the drama out of their life, they wouldn't be happy. So I just watch and enjoy the show. But for those who really want to have this smooth life, you're going to have to be in harmony with all the universe around you. That makes sense, right? Or otherwise, there's going to be friction. So Pokavotan said, right, he indicated 13 very special days in this whole 260-day energy cycle that we call the Zolkin. So here we are closing out the 33rd harmonic. That's why, right? He says, this is the day. Really pay attention. What's the tone and the frequency? Very interesting, very powerful tones and frequencies today. We know that our galactic signature is made up of a tone and a frequency. The tone is the second tone, right? We were just talking about it. Challenge, right? This is that, but not the kind of challenge that's here to destroy us. The kind of challenge like, kind of like how you write with white chalk on a blackboard. That's good, right? You can really see that white chalk on that blackboard. If we use black chalk on a blackboard or white chalk on a whiteboard, not good, right? They're the same, but we can't see nothing then. So, no, it's that kind of a challenge, right? That makes us stronger, that teaches us something, that moves us along evolutionarily, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Right? So this tone is telling us what the frequency is going to be like, right? Because this frequency is going to encounter every tone in this Zolkin cycle. Today, the energy is unique, right? It's coming together with Ebb. Ebb, we see something penetrating the mind here, right? This solar frequency is about humans being impregnated with higher consciousness, right? That's why it's yellow human ebb, right? It's the second tone, Ka, the lunar tone of challenge, right? And so today we would say Ka ebb, right? Yellow, lunar, human, right? Because it's the human, right? That's being the glyphs tell us a story of the evolutionary development that we're all going through, right? There's a stage when the mind is penetrated with higher consciousness in our evolutionary development. This ebb is that stage, right? So, well, we could talk quite a bit about it. We're not going to spend too long on it. This isn't really a class time, right? This is a time to just kind of, go over and see what the energies are, because we don't like, that's just the next step. That's what we do next. First, we want to get established in source. Next, we want to actually be, knowing what's going on energetically so that we can glide through our day very smoothly. So today I'm just going to do a quick reading out of the Dream Spell Astrology Wisdom Workbook that you know about already, and see what it is when we blend this Ka and this Ebb together on this Pokavotan clear day. It's a real high energy day, right? Considering, right, we're closing out that 33rd harmonic. So we open our workbooks to page 132 because today's galactic signature is kin or day number 132, 132 days in on a 260-day energy wave that we're all experiencing, whether we know it or like it or not. That's why I always say it might be better to, know what's going on instead of getting run over and hit by energy, that you weren't expecting. We call it Pocahontas Clear Yellow Lunar Human Ka-Eb. After unification of the magnetic tone of purpose comes the stabilizing of the lunar tone of challenge. Pocahontas Clear Yellow Lunar Human Ka-Eb guides and teaches us to focus on intentionally bringing our free will into correct alignment through the integrity of unconditional love for others as well as for ourselves, in order to embrace, respect, and stabilize the two polar ends of each spectrum, and to accept and acknowledge their vital roles of counterbalancing each other. Right? That's all that duality is. It's just necessary counterbalancing. Has to go on. We couldn't have a creation without it. Pocahontas Clear Yellow Lunar Human Ka-Eb reminds us to recognize that all challenges are an invitation to find new strength and shed habitual reactions. All right, somebody does something, we automatically get mad. You might want to shed that. Today's the day. The universe will cooperate with you in that today. Not tomorrow so much, but today definitely. Pocahontas Clear Yellow Lunar Human Ka-Eb also reminds us that we would be wise to recognize that every challenge offers us celebrated opportunities for unlimited mental, physical, and spiritual growth and never ending expansion. We wouldn't want to be stuck. Pocahontas Clear Yellow Lunar Human Ka-Eb encourages us to awaken the latent abilities of our human form by choosing to be impregnated and fueled with higher, intelligent, expansive wisdom, and to honor the divine wisdom present in all of our dearly beloved sisters and brothers. Through this discernment, we can feel the oneness of humanity. Through the energies of Pocahontas Clear Yellow Lunar Human Ka-Eb, the cauldron of creation is summoning us to find ever new victories and unlimited strength by metaphysically moving through sacred portals of self, confronting and removing obstacles in order to integrate illusory separation. There is no separation. That's an illusion. But we may have to integrate that to realize that. All around us, there always exist endless fields of limitless potential, just waiting to be seeded with our truest and highest intentions. By allowing our free will to focus and stabilize our growth and expansion, we can and will simultaneously access the perfection of our natural flowering and fruition. Always remember that challenge releases victory. Right? How can we have a victory if there were no challenges? Right? There would be no victories. No victories, we would be sad people. Right? No victories. Oh my God. I don't think we can handle it. Right? We love to win. And that must, as we were talking earlier, that must have something going on in our nature then. No one. Do you know anyone who likes to lose? No, I don't know anyone who likes to lose. Everyone wants to win, right? Some people, they take losing pretty good, but they still don't like it. That isn't what they set out to do, right? They set out to win, right? Sometimes people lose, they feel sorry for the other one. And then they don't feel so bad when they lose. They actually can feel kind of good from it, right? They did something noble, a kind gesture. You know what I mean? I mean, is it fun winning all the time, every game, every card game, or every time you set out to play, you win every time? No, no. This would become, even for that person who's addicted to winning, eventually they'd be like, come on. There's no challenge here, right? I automatically win. Nobody wants that. They just don't want too many challenges, right? So they're just so overwhelming, they seem to never win, right? This is what all this stuff is for. All this is what we're trying to do. People want to be happy. They can't be happy losing all the time. So well, now Guru's trying to show us how we can win, right? The Mayans are trying to show us how you can win the day by just simply harmonizing with it. Right? People are struggling so hard, trying so hard out there. And it breaks my heart because they don't, first of all, they don't have to try that hard. It's actually as easy, I like to say it's as easy as falling off a log. But the challenge is getting on the log in the first place, floating out there in the river. How do you even get on there in the first place? Okay, yeah, it's easy to fall off. Not so easy to get on there to fall off, though. That's the challenge of life. Life's challenging for us. Keeps us strong, keeps us happy, keeps us going. So normally I, would go right into Guru's message, but did you want to say anything? Do you have any question maybe about today's energy? Maybe let me check my time here. Got to see how I'm doing here. I don't want to. I gotta make sure I'm doing things kind of on time here, because I'm not a big worrier about time, but time does kind of matter here in our existence. So let's turn our attention then to our Guru's message for us this week, and we can maybe have a little talk afterwards. So this week, our Guru Paramahansa Yogananda is talking to us about karma, right? As I mentioned earlier, right? Karma, that law of cosmic justice, right? People say karma is the B word, right? No. See, karma is a very multifaceted topic. We could say a lot about karma. We could talk all day about karma. Days. Karma is the law of action, or we could say cosmic justice, based on cause and effect. You see, our every action, good or bad, has a specific effect on our life, right? Effects of actions. In this life, they remain lodged in our subconsciousness. Right? And those are brought over from past experiences, and they're kind of hidden in our super consciousness from our past lives, and they're waiting, ready like seeds to germinate under the influence of a suitable environment, right? Like seeds, any seeds. Right? And karma decrees, as one sows, so that one must reap, inevitably. That's the cosmic law, right? And all events in the lives of people are governed by that inexorable law, right? Of cause and effect, karma. Right? The human brain can be compared to like an invisible balance beam scale, right? With two containers on each side of the scale, right? And on this scale are weighed all the good and all the bad or evil actions of every individual, right? When evil karma kind of tips the scale, right? Evil predominates in that individual. Of course, when the opposite occurs, right? The good actions are more predominant. Well, then good results pours into that life, right? Through the superconscious and subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is the reservoir into which continuously flows the effects of distant as well as recent past actions. It's karma, right? Those records are lodged in our brain, in our consciousness, right? Kind of like we could call it a cosmic file cabinet, right? It's got all the records of our life in there. Everything's in there. Now, this law of action or karma, cause and effect, whatever you want to call it, we don't want to look at it as fatalism, right? The kind omnipresent creator never punishes us, nor does God reward us, right? Because God has given us the power to punish or reward ourselves, right? By the use or misuse of our own reason and our own free will, right? It is we, ourselves, each individual, that when we transgress those laws of health, prosperity, and then we're punished with ill health, poverty, or maybe ignorance. In past years, brothers and sisters, my friend, right? I think you've probably suffered enough, yes? Now is the time. It's now time to parole yourself from the prison of your own undesirable habits. All of us, right? And since we are the judge, right? No jail of suffering or poverty or ignorance can really hold us if we really want to liberate ourselves. All we have to do is to speak the words with real feeling, real meaning. Just say the words. We can say, something like this. Say, I can be free. Right? So we can say, Lord, you're free. I'm made in your image. I must be free too. Right? Just speak those words. God, you're free. I'm free. In order to make the jailer of your wrong convictions to obey your command and set you free. Right? You can't say I'm a prisoner all day. I can't. Under this illusion of Maya, under this cosmic delusion, well, people's reason and willpower is kind of buried beneath what I would call a metaphysical pile of dirt, soil of ignorance, right? And until the ore of wisdom is mined out of that, right? And then welded into what Guru likes to refer to as sharp psychological instruments and sharp physiological instruments, wow, then the thickets of evil that grow in the garden of human consciousness, they can't be cut down. They just grow and grow. Right? And to be tempted is natural. We're all tempted. But to be able to overcome temptation, that is greatness. And that's real freedom, isn't it? Right? Because then we're guided by free will and free choice alone. So, brothers and sisters, do not discourage yourself by entertaining this crazy thought that you are a sinner and that God will never come to you, or that God doesn't love you or hear you. Right? Because that's how we paralyze our will. when we think like that. So we don't want to do that, right? We're doing it to ourselves. Right? And sin, right? Or in other words, what we refer to as sin, right? It's that suffering and sorrow that is the results of our own wrong actions of the past, right? That's what we call sin, right? And this sin is a temporary delusion. That's all. Because what is done is finished. It, it no longer belongs to you or me or anybody anymore once it's done. Right? But, you know, we should learn not to commit the same errors over and over again. Right? We don't want to dwell on it. Right? But we don't want to keep doing it either. And did you know you can just deny karma? It's that simple, right? Too many people misinterpret this meaning of karma. That not many people know all about karma, right? A lot of times people adopt this fatalistic attitude, right? Karma's the B word, right? But we don't have to accept karma, right? It's like this. If I tell you that there's someone behind you and they're ready to, hurt you, right? They want to do something to you because one time you hurt them. So now they're behind you and they want to hurt you. And I'm telling you. And so you say, oh, well, it's my karma. And wait to get knocked in the head. Guess what? You're going to get knocked in the head. Okay, that's right. You're waiting for it. You're saying, okay. Wouldn't we be more wise though? Well, to mollify them down, bring them down a few notches, right? Pacify them a little, right? We might lessen their bitterness, right? And perhaps may even remove the desire for them to strike you. See, we can do that. See, when we realize ourselves as children of God, what karma do we have? Right? God has no karma. Right? And really, in the big picture, we don't have karma either. It's all part of the illusion. It's all part of the delusion. Right? And that's when we know that we're children of God, that we're relieved of that karma. Right? And I'm not talking about believing it because somebody told you. I'm saying your own experiential knowledge. Right? Guru says every day we should say, I'm not a mortal being. I am not this body. I am a child of God. Formless and invisible spirit am I. Right? That's called practicing the presence of God. Right? Because you see, God is free from karma. And we are made in God's image, yes? So logic tells you we must be free from karma, or at least we can be. Right? And so the best way to banish the consciousness of our weaknesses is to not think of them. Right? Otherwise, we tend to become overwhelmed with them by dwelling on those thoughts. Right? We want to bring the light in here, and it'll be like the darkness never was. Right? That's one of the greatest inspirations, I think, of life, at least of my life anyway. Right? I found out if light is admitted into a cave of darkness where darkness has existed for 1,000 years, you light that light, the darkness is gone instantly. So will our faults and weaknesses vanish when we bring in the light of God, our Creator, our Source in here. That darkness of ignorance, it has to flee. And when you bring Source in here, that darkness is gone forever. right? And that's the philosophy of life by which we should live today. Not tomorrow, not someday. We should start right this minute. If a person is determined enough and they meditate a great deal, why, they can destroy all the bad karma of their past lives in this one life. That's what our Guru teaches us through Kriya Yoga. That's what Kriya Yoga is for. Getting rid of that karma, right? People suffer the lengthy effects of their past ignorant actions. Well, because they don't use the antidote, right? The antidote that will eradicate those hidden tendencies, those seeds, right? That occur from those past actions. But we have to learn how, right? That's what Guru's lessons are all about. That's what these Sunday services are about. That's what this dream spell astrology is about. Reminding us that we are made in the image of God. We're eternal. And really, we're eternally the same as God is. Ignorance is not our true nature, right? It's kind of come through the misuse of our own free choice. Right? It could be instantly, or at least within a few years, be removed by following Guru's teachings or any real master's teachings. Right? The early settlers in America, they reasoned that if we're going to go from one side of the country to the other, one coast to the other, that's going to take 6 months, maybe a year. Right? Well, because they were going by horse and wagon, right? The early settlers, right? Now, they would have laughed out loud if someone had told them that in just 100 years, just 100 years, the whole country will be crossed in only just a few hours by an airplane. Okay? Can you picture telling them in the horse and buggy wagon? They'd think we were insane. You see, we lovingly and freely share lasting, effective techniques that will quicken our evolution. That's Kriya Yoga, right? That fire of deep and constant meditation cauterizes the brain grooves that contain the records of those bad tendencies of past lives. And in that way, it overcomes their hidden evil, right? Remember, evil is just that which causes sorrow and suffering, and the attending sorrow and suffering, right? That's evil. Suffering, right? Sorrow. And well, since all seed effects of our past actions, right? Or in other words, our karma, we could call it, right? Can be destroyed by roasting those seeds in the fires of meditation. Kriya Yoga meditation, right? Or a technique of meditation like that. Right? That mindfulness of concentration, right? Right? It destroys those seeds and that divine light in our super consciousness. You see, there's no such thing as fate, really. We make our own destiny. God has given each of us independence, freedom, right? And well, then, each one of us are free to shut out God's power or let it in. That's our freedom. And did you know that you have more strength to overcome difficulties than you have difficulties to overcome? We don't realize our strength. See, we can remedy our mistakes because our source has given us unlimited willpower. But first, we must make up our mind, right? And then hold our will steady to our purpose. until it's completed, until we get success. We're going to have to maybe discipline ourselves, right? To be able to develop those sleeping powers within us. So, brothers and sisters, claim your divinity and claim it now. Don't wait. Unite your consciousness with God right now. Guru shows us how in his lessons, in his books, in his teachings. And in this way, we can receive blessings directly from God, from God's almighty, all powerful, all knowing, all satisfying, divine hands alone. Right? We don't want things from people. Right? Only God can give us anything and everything we want. And, well, I think we might be getting near the end of our time here. Let's see. Now, I think let's share some words from our Guru's book, Whispers from Eternity. I love that book. It is entitled, Tell Me, Lord, Will You Be Mine? Very common question, right? Where are you, God? Did you forget me? Lord, I care not if I have to endure all pains and relinquish every earthly desire, if in the end I find you, Lord. I mind not if I must pass through sextillions of lives, undergoing the throes of birth and the pangs of death, leaving behind me a heap of my mangled fleshy bodies, if at last I find you, Lord. Lord, tell me you will surely be mine. Then, realizing the immensity of your gift of yourself and the littleness of any gift or sacrifice I could make in return, I shall patiently pass through 100,000 years as though they were but a day. Tell me, Lord, will you be mine? Thank you, God. We love you. Such beautiful words from our Guru's book, Whispers from Eternity. I highly recommend it. See, Guru said, I will always talk to you through that book. And I really feel it. You can feel it. So we're getting near the end of our time together here for our Sunday service gathering. There's a lot more we can talk about this law of karma. We'll talk afterwards a little bit. This law of cosmic justice, you know. But I think Guru's main point for today is that although this law of karma does exist, we are divine children of God. We can overcome that law. And, well, we may need a God realized master to show us how, right? Why do we call him master? Well, because he's mastered this life. He's mastered this idea of overcoming karma, right? That's why we call him master. We're not his slave. He wouldn't have that, right? He's not our ruler, so to speak, you know. He has mastered this thing called karma, this life, right? He's mastered all these cosmic laws, right? And so he teaches us how to do the same thing. Why? Because we can. And because we can, we should. Right? So, we're getting near the end of our time here together. If anybody wants to get a hold of me, get a hold of me. I'd love to talk with you about karma or the energy of the day. So as a reminder, though, this is a very special day. very special time. Today's a Hokovotan clear day. We're closing out that 33rd harmonic right in the center of the Tzolk'in. That's the magic place to be, in the center of the center. All spiritual paths will tell you that, right? And I'd love to talk with everyone about it some more, but we're gonna wrap up our Sunday service gathering here. We're kind of just gonna have a little time for talking afterwards. So let us wrap up as we usually do. We like to get in back into that comfortable meditative posture, closing out all the distractions again, closing our eyes and putting our attention at this point between our eyebrows, bringing our hands into Namaste prayer pose right here in front of our heart chakra. In this way, we are activating and conjoining that center of love and compassion in the heart chakra with that center of all knowingness in the third eye chakra. And in this divinely connected way, all together, we're going to sing and chant to God in the language of our hearts. Oh, my great wondrous Creator, we are sending our voice to you this beautiful day, giving you thanks for our lives. We are the new people you have dreamed of so long ago. We have come stumbling here, seeking to find our way into the new. As we continue our exploration, we look to the past and honor our mothers and fathers, our grandfathers and grandmothers who went before us and who made all these things and who made our lives. We've come before you today, neither women nor men, but souls, spirits, bearing the traditional offerings as you have so seen fit, to honor the past and to pray for our ancestors and to ask for your help. Help us to find our way into this new world and to be in good relations with all the brothers and all the sisters, all the people of all the colors and traditions. For the good of all, only to glorify you, God. All the glory to you. So might it be. Om God, I will to be thine always. Om Lord, I will to be thine always. I may go far, farther than the stars. I may stray far, farther than the stars, but I will to be thine always. Om Lord, I will to be thine always. Devotees may come, devotees may go. Devotees may come, devotees may go, but I will to be thine always. Om Lord, I will to be thine always. When I die, look into my eyes. When I die, look into my eyes. They will mutely say, I will to be thine always. Om Lord, I will to be thine always. I may go far, farther than the stars. Devotees may come, devotees may go, but I will to be thine always. When I die, look into my eyes. When I die, look into my eyes. They will mutely say, I will to be thine always. Om Lord, I will to be thine always. Om God, I will to be thine always. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All my brothers and sisters everywhere, all around the world. God bless us all. Namaste and Lakach Jai Om Guru. This concludes our Sunday service gathering, but this doesn't conclude all the love and joy and bliss and energy we've been gathering here today. Let's keep it going all the way to next Sunday. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone out in Facebook and YouTube land out there. And, well, we're going to have a little spiritual discussion. So if anybody wants to have some discussion, get a hold of me. I'd love to share with everybody. Thank you all.